Hi Dana, to follow up on what we were talking about earlier, steering the hip, we probably want to promote less of bringing that leg forward and more bringing it back, and that just helps this hip go forward, and that's good before you start to rotate or actually start to like turn it out. So encouraging your leg to go off the bed maybe, or the couch is kind of a good stretch. What I mentioned before is, or you could do this, is put a little pillow behind your low back. When I had that wedge there earlier, but you don't necessarily need to, but it's quite helpful. But you want this leg hanging off, you want this one up, and you want to feel the arch of your foot if you can. So if you don't feel comfortable touching the floor like this, you could probably pull something up to you, like a book or something that's about yay high to like make you feel like you're not necessarily dropped off too much. But if you feel okay with this, I would stretch like this. You need to bring this knee to your hip. By virtue of pulling this hip up, this kind of stretch allows this hip to go back more. While this is going forward, this automatically goes back. And you can work on that if that feels okay. But sitting wise, you could again feel that arch and don't let the knee go in. Try to keep the knee out, but definitely maintain that arch. You want to sense that, and just while you do that, you'll have more connection to the hip. So what was I saying? Shifts and stuff. We want to work on moving this knee forward. The more you do that, you might feel a little cramping on the left. That's okay. Just keep working that. That's just going to work its way out, I promise. And for sleeping wise, if you had a pillow there under your side, even if you're laying on your right side, it should help you with. But I like it especially on the left. You know kind of why. But this is a good way to support your spine, and it's important to ground down on something firm with that left foot to start with. You could even just play with pushing down and tucking your hips a little bit, or pushing down and doing that knee shift. That knee shift should happen when you're anchored. So you could put a pillow there, and then you could exhale and slide forward like that. And if you feel inclined to lift up, do that. And again, you're trying to feel that right arch, but first connect with the left leg. It seems like it's hard to do, and it should be, but just do one step at a time. So push down, shift. If you're having a hard time with that, just hold that. But I would encourage you to start to lift up if that feels okay from that advantage. Also, scar release. I have this beautiful one right here. And again, it doesn't matter which way you go, you just might want to feel which way the tissue's not moving, but you want to definitely push down until you hit that stop. And then you're going to start to hook around like a J. It could go either way, but you'll start to feel the tearing sensation. That's not terrible. It's okay. You want to move that around and mobilize as much as possible. So you want to push down and then stretch away. That's how you really want to mobilize the tissue of a scar. And we'll do more of that later, but feel free to play with any of those. They should probably help. And above all, try to, again, just feel that right arch, and then the left heel is important too. So anytime you can dig that, the left heel, while it's up, left leg is up, right leg's down, always sensing those things can help the hips. Okay, I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, you know. Thank you.